feel like the kids are being realistic, right?
Kind of
They're
nice.
like, I was kind of nice.
I'm doing my best.
I had some downfalls throughout the year, but I was generally all right.
But he's coming to town and he's making that list, checking it twice.
Very soon.
Very soon. Yes, it's coming. And you know, he's going to have to go through some rain to get here.
See, that's the thing. We're tracking that.
Yes, we are. So this morning it's staying pretty dry, I will say. So hey, today, if you need to get anything done before the Christmas holiday, do it today. We're staying cloudy, temperature-wise, 49 in El Cajon, 50 in Del Mar, 51 downtown. A little bit cooler than yesterday at this time, but our afternoon highs will actually be very similar to yesterday. Cloudy, mid to upper 60s. That's your day on this Wednesday. Now, traffic-wise, things are looking nice and smooth, no major issues to report. We have no slowdown, so it looks like a lot of people maybe just kicking back at home, and we are glad you're doing that and watching us here this morning.
That's some good news.
Yeah. All right, let's get to our top story now. Our state is taking action to fight the recent rise in COVID cases, especially with the Omicron variant.
So this morning, the governor is revealing more details about his new booster mandate for all healthcare workers. News 8's Dana Marie McNichol joins us live with a closer look, including some local reaction. Good morning, Dana Marie.
Good morning, Evan. Well, I know many healthcare workers are paying attention to this new announcement this morning because Governor Newsom joined the state of New Mexico as the second state in the nation to require healthcare workers to be boosted. Now, California already mandated them to be fully vaccinated at this point. Some healthcare workers were frustrated by this. It led to some of them being fired or suspended. Others, like Lupe Flores, she's with the San Diego Latino Healthcare Coalition. She agrees that a booster is a great way to protect yourself.
We support the governor's decision because obviously our healthcare workers have been on the front lines doing amazing work. I think we're all in it together to continue fighting the fight and keeping our community safe and healthy.
Governor Newsom says all healthcare workers are to be boosted, get that third shot or at least the second shot if they receive that J&J vaccine. Now, a study found that those who have not received a vaccine dose are 31 times more likely to test positive than those who are vaccinated with a booster. Now, Governor Newsom does promise to provide more details on his new booster mandate today. He's going to be speaking from a testing site in Alameda County around 10:40 this morning. We're going to get a timeline on when that booster shot will be required for those healthcare workers, when that deadline is. So, of course, we'll keep you updated. And I know many healthcare workers this morning are wanting to know exactly what the future looks like for them in terms of when they need to get that booster. Live in San Diego, Dana Marie McNichol.
Now, doctors do say Omicron is the second most contagious virus on the planet right now, second only to the measles. Omicron has now been detected in nearly every state and has surpassed Delta as the predominant coronavirus strain. So that's why President Biden urging Americans to get vaccinated and to get those boosters. The president outlined new steps to stop this surge, like shipping rapid tests to Americans free of charge, also opening new testing sites and sending service members to support overwhelmed hospitals. The White House now says more details about how to get those free rapid tests will be released very soon.
And Israel is now the first country in the world to recommend a fourth dose of the COVID vaccine. This is for people over the age of 60, people with suppressed immune systems, and medical workers. That fourth dose will be given 4 months or longer after your third shot. Israel was also the first country to offer boosters. And the FDA could authorize COVID-19 treatment pills from Pfizer and Merck as early as today. That's according to Bloomberg News. Researchers see promise in the 2 pills preventing hospitalization and deaths. The pills can be taken at home as soon as symptoms show. Great Britain was the first region in the world to approve Merck's pill back in November.
The San Diego Unified School Board is appealing a judge's decision to block its vaccine mandate. This is for students 16 and older. Board members voted unanimously to challenge the ruling in a special closed session last night. Now, you may remember earlier this week, a judge ruled the district's mandate contradicted state law by not allowing for exemptions for religious or personal beliefs. The ruling means unvaccinated students can continue in-person learning when they get back from winter break.
Well, UC San Diego will be recommending a booster shot, even though the UC system as a whole is requiring it. And this comes as the university is moving the upcoming winter quarter online.
Back to online learning. News 8's Chris Groh joining us live on the campus of UC San Diego to explain these new changes. Good morning, Chris.
Hey, good morning. And the change is a little bit confusing here. So again, the system requiring it, but then saying that campuses within the system can go ahead and only recommend it based on local data. So that's why we're seeing, for instance, UC San Diego only recommending it. However, you do see some signs around campus talking about the booster. That is something that we expect to see at a number of UC systems across that, UC campuses across the system. Now, another big change here is going to be the winter quarter and when that restarts here. A lot of kids on break and getting this news right now. A letter was sent out by the chancellor laying out how a now online only portion of the quarter will start for about 2 weeks. Again, that will start from January 3rd through the 17th. And when students and employees arrive on campus for that winter quarter, they are going to need to test the day that they return. Now, as for what's going to be open, what's going to be closed, campus housing will be available. That will still remain open, and residents are free to walk around. However, they are encouraged to kind of stagger when it is that they're going out, and also to make sure that they maintain 6 feet of social distancing. Food service, you cannot dine in on campus. It will be only to go. Sports can resume. However, no spectators will be allowed, and of course that means no large gatherings. While most students are away on break, there were still some on campus that we spoke to yesterday, and they do expect that this will likely resume even past those first 2 weeks.
It'll be very inconvenient, but in case of the Omicron variant, I think it is very necessary to do so, yeah.
I think probably it will extend like beyond 2 weeks, and just because like after the break, I mean, a student going back to their home, all those traveling, definitely make the situation worse, I think.
And of course, for more information on the changes happening here at UC San Diego and other UC system campuses, just go to our website, cbs8.com, and click on that story link. Evan and Netta.
All right, Chris, we appreciate it. And this just in, some websites are having problems this morning because of another Amazon Web Services outage. It is the third outage this month. Amazon Web Services hosts tons of websites like Hulu and Slack. Right now, it looks like people on the East Coast are having the majority of the issues, but Amazon says that this outage is due to a loss of power at one of its data centers and that they're going to be working to fix it. Maybe a reason why you could be experiencing some issues this morning. Well, the Aztecs football team is celebrating after ending their season on a high note. San Diego State won a record-setting game over UTSA in the Frisco Bowl.
Behind Johnson. And Johnson's going to keep it and dive for the score. Lucas Johnson.
And how about that? Aztecs win 38-24. They won their 12th game of the season for the first time in their 99-year history of the program.
Yeah, good job.
That?
And that yellow Gatorade to celebrate.
Isn't that fun?
End. The coach, getting drenched, always fun, right?
It always reminds me of like when I was a kid and like Nickelodeon would have those award shows and they would slime.
Yes.
Exactly.
When they'd get it wrong, they'd get slime.
Yeah.
Family Feud, didn't they used to do that to entire
right.
families? Yeah. Oh, thanks for that memory.
Memories, I know, right? Throwback.
Stuff, Nickelodeon throwback. All right, here's a view right now downtown San Diego. Let's talk about the future and what your weather will be like. Here's a look at the clouds that we do have. So we do have a little bit of cloud coverage across San Diego, and then our east-facing camera also showing that line right there, but also the pink colors coming up. Our sunrise, not quite yet, at 6:48. That's when it will be getting here, but you know, the nice pretty pinks are already upon us. This view from Mount Soledad, though, definitely showing still the darkness, mainly because we do have overcast conditions along the coast through inland areas. 51 degrees for downtown, 46 in Poway, 43 in Escondido. And here's a look, your satellite imagery definitely showing plenty of clouds for San Diego this morning. The fog, though, has lifted. So late last night, Carlene was talking about how foggy it was. Visibility was really low, but the clouds seem to have moved up. So hopefully that won't, mess with your commute this morning. And then the rain, unless you're going up into Northern California, it's not going to mess with us yet. Northern Central California, it's coming through. As you can see, plenty of rain coming down and mountain snow as well. So, if you do have plans to go out skiing, snowboarding, definitely take chains with you. The Sierra Nevada mountain range will get a big dumping. Mammoth, Big Bear. Yeah, the state's going to get a lot of moisture temperature coming our way. So here's a look right now. The next 12 hours, we're staying dry. Cloudy skies, though, through noon, mid-60s. So our afternoon highs pretty much like yesterday, 66 in Poway, 68 in Escondido, 71 in El Cajon. So today's calm, cloudy, and fairly mild temperature-wise. This is pretty normal for us. But what's coming would be that rain. So no rain today, but the light rain expected tomorrow, getting heavy by midnight into early Friday morning. We're talking moderate to heavy downpours, and then another round of rain for your Christmas Day, possibly into Sunday as well. Here's a check of traffic now. And, I do want to say there's really no major incidents. There's one wreck right there in the Escondido area. So that accident is on Valley Parkway at Midway Drive. And you're seeing a little bit of minor slowing in Escondido, but, not related to that crash, just starting to see some backup. Also on the 56, you see right there, if you are going eastbound, it looks like just a little bit of slowing as people are just getting up and out of here. And then looking at the border, there's just started to get minor slowing right there on the 805. If you are going southbound into San Ysidro, the port of entry, some really, really minor delays, nothing major to report.